Let's talk about a person. This person could be anyone. Let's say he lives in Europe. He could be English, French, Spanish, or German. But let's not decide on that just yet. Let's call him Alex. Now, Alex doesn't have a girlfriend yet. He has some mates. Family. He lives with his pet that he gave a funny name to. He likes to ride his bike. He takes sugar in his coffee. And he dreams that one day he'll be able to travel the world. This is who he is. This person could be you or me. Now, let's make things more complicated. Let's say Alex is Greek. Based on the stories you hear, Alex is also a lazy, cheating, ungrateful, helpless, corrupt, violent, rude, racist, tax-evading, troublemaking, thieving vandal that lives with his mother. Well, the stories say it. So it must be true. But in reality, Alex is shocked, confused, frustrated, upset. Because he has to spend his time defending himself against the stereotype, just like anyone else would do. And these days, everyone is interested in Alex. Why? Well, there's a crisis happening in Europe. Everyone's feeling shocked, confused, frustrated, upset. So someone must be blamed. Someone's fault this whole mess is. Someone who's behind it all. Alex! The lazy, cheating Greek bastard! The stories say it. So it must be true. Unless he can prove otherwise. Well, can he?
As the Eurozone crisis rumbles on, Greece has once again found itself the focus of international attention. And it seems like everyone's had an opinion about the situation here in the country. We've decided to come to Syntagma Square, which has really been the epicenter of so much of this Euro crisis, to find out what the people of Greece have to say about it all. So we set up the camera and the mic.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And let the people of Greece take it away.
Hello, we are in Greece.
Well, this I want to say is to ask all the people, why Greeks are blamed?
I think that everything is made more important than it actually is. It's like they're trying to frighten us or something like that.
Hi, my name is Vicky. I'm a Greek Canadian. I've been living in Greece for 10 years now. My grandfather fought for this country, and it saddens me that right now there's a chance we might lose everything that we know in this country, and there's really not much we can do.
And I want to ask something else. If all the Europeans know that all this debt cannot be paid back, why do they lend this money to us? Don't they want their money back?
The thing with the situation right now in Greece is that we don't feel real secure about anything, about our salaries, our health, and you know, in my age, thinking about the children I'm going to make and the decisions I have to do from them from now, it's really sad because everybody here thinks that, you know, that things could be better.
There's something more than disappointment. There's something more. They're angry.
Because of there is a lot of unemployment in Greece now. The people in Greece are very skeptical about euro. I think, okay, it's better we are in euro, of course, definitely, but there are some serious problems because a lot of people they lost their jobs.
You don't know what happens tomorrow. You can't plan your life.
I'm 20 years old and I don't have job. I have to live with my parents. I don't have money. I can't live.
I hope for everybody to be calm and try to get out of the crisis. And I really hope everybody can help us to do that.
Greece is a European country, and Greece and Europe is a Greek word. A Greek word.
I hope something can be done so we can save this beautiful country and be able to pass it on to our grandchildren and the children after that.
The people of Greece have stepped up to the mic and had a chance to have their say. The question now is whether anyone's going to be ready to listen to them or whether decisions are going to keep being made behind closed doors.
Greece is famous for its ruins, but is its ruined economy set to tip Europe into another banking crisis? Even the dogs on the streets of the Greek capital know tonight's news. Fear of a Greek default is forcing Europe's leaders to act to prevent chaos in the financial markets.
I'm in Athens, where the world-famous riot dog is the only one who's staying cool. Luke, the world-famous riot dog, may be resting now, but he and the protesters are prepared for more. On the streets and in the parliament, everybody knows this is just the lull.
Co-president of the Europe of Freedom and Democracy, Nigel Farage, the floor is yours.
Well, here we are, on the edge of a financial and social disaster, and in the room today we have the four men who were supposed to be responsible. And yet we've listened to the dullest, most technocratic speeches I've ever heard. You are all in denial. By any objective measure, the euro is a failure. And who is actually responsible? And who's in charge out of you lot? Well, of course, the answer is none of you, because none of you have been elected. None of you actually have any democratic legitimacy for the roles that you currently hold within this crisis. And into this vacuum, albeit reluctantly, has stepped Angela Merkel. And we are now living in a German-dominated Europe. Something that the European project was actually supposed to stop. Something that those that went before us actually paid a heavy price in blood to prevent. I don't want to live in a German-dominated Europe, and nor do the citizens of Europe. But you guys have played a role, because when Mr Papandreou got up and used the word referendum, or Mr Rehn, you described it as a breach of confidence, and your friends here got together like a pack of hyenas, rounded on Papandreou, had him removed and replaced by a puppet government. What an absolutely disgusting spectacle that was. And not satisfied with that, you decided that Berlusconi had to go. So he was removed and replaced by Mr Monti, a former European Commissioner, a fellow architect of this euro disaster, and a man who wasn't even a member of the Parliament. It's getting like an Agatha Christie novel, where we're trying to sort of work out who's the next person that's going to be bumped off. The difference is we know who the villains are. You should all be held accountable for what you've done. You should all be fired. And I have to say, Mr Van Rompuy, 18 months ago when we first met, I was wrong about you. I said you'd be the quiet assassin of nation-state democracy, but you're not anymore. You're rather noisy about it, aren't you? You, an unelected man, went to Italy and said this is not the time for elections, but the time for actions. What in God's name gives you the right to say that to the Italian people?
Thank you.